Why two? I know you're wondering, what exactly do people love hearing? Be honest, people really love hearing that you're in a bind, that you're in a struggle, that things aren't even going good for you. I don't know why people really love hearing that. It's exciting for them. It makes them feel like they're one above you, or maybe they're doing better, or maybe they feel better about their life. You know what I mean? But this is one thing that people truly love hearing, that you're going through problems, you're having issues, things aren't going your way. They you ever notice that when you tell somebody like you're in a situation, how intrigued, how invested they are, how they want to know and they want you to explain, and yet you do all that. That same person is not even thinking about helping you, not even one bit. Not only that, but that same person or individual just wants to know what you're going through so they can discuss it. You feel? And the killer of all that is that individual might not even have their life together. They might not even have everything figured out. Nobody in this world is perfect. Now, it's not to say that, some of what you might be going through might be your choices. It might not. It might just be what I like to call a spiral of events, you feel me? But yo, at the end of the day, we all go through life and experience similar things, bro. It doesn't make sense for you to be so excited and intrigued and invested to see somebody else kind of down, despite what decisions that person might have made. Everyone's gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes from when you're young to you're an older person. It's older people that still make mistakes, but it's at the end of the day, it's your life. Someone else shouldn't be so invested in your life. And from kind of the previous experience, what I went through for like the 7 months, I made a couple visuals on what I was going through. It wasn't nothing too detailed, it was just kind of like general, like, yeah, man, I'm trying to avoid the eviction, woo, woo. So I might have to get a roommate, blah, blah, blah. I'm masked up on the channel, you feel me? Come on, B. Only way for you to really know it's me is from my voice, bruh. But somehow those videos got across people that don't even really talk to me on a regular basis. That don't even check in on me, bro. Don't even know what I like in life, what my hobbies are, what my interests are, bro. They don't even know nothing about me, but they're quote unquote supposed to be related. They calling my OG like, yo, what's up with YS? Is he good? This and that. Just like I said, so invested just to get the facts and details to go discuss. You know what I mean? These people not one day in their life have even gave me $20. Like, here you go, nephew. Or like, it's not about the money, but I'm talking about just anything in general that really built that bond. Like, yo, this is auntie. None of those vibes, but they calling like they truly care. I was thinking about this because this situation popped up on the YouTube, bro. It's a big creator here on the YouTube, man. It's sometimes I see his videos. I don't watch all his videos, but I watch some of his videos. Bro kind of was going through what I like to call a familiar life experience. Eviction, bro. I'm gonna just put it out there. At the end of the day, bro, you know how many people done went through eviction, bro? You know how many people done had to couch surf because they ain't had a spot to stay, bro? So imagine seeing someone go through that, and then you kind of like being so intrigued and so excited to make a video upon that. But that's like the most views you've ever got on any video, like talking about someone else's life. But this is a real life experience that this person's going through, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what decisions bro made, but who cares? At the end of the day, if I see someone going through eviction, that's stressful, man. I've been through that. You know what I mean? I know what the feeling is like. It's like an uncertain feeling, like, dang, man, I don't really want to go to court. I don't got the bread. How I'm gonna get the bread? It's like, that's not something to be excited about, that somebody's going through that. You don't even have your whole life figured out. Why are you so invested in someone else's life. People love to hear and see other people going through struggles, and it doesn't make sense because at the end of the day, what are you doing in your life? Do you have everything figured out? Because if you did, you wouldn't even care about someone going through this or this, because these are experiences, bro. I'm telling you, everybody kind of has been through at some point in time. You had to stay with a friend. You had to get a room here. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing to be so happy about to see someone else going through that. You know what I'm saying? Focus on your life, bro. A lot of people love hearing you're having problems. If you're having problems, man, hey, take it to the chin. You hear me? Take it to the chin, bro. Don't go express nothing to somebody that's going to just go talk about you and be feeling like, yeah, I'm glad I'm not going through that. That's how they feel after hearing your situation. You're like, hey, think that ain't me, you know? And there's no point in expressing yourself to these type of people, man, because all they want to do is talk about you and say, what were you doing? Like, why are you in that situation? Like, come on, this is a real life situation that everybody has experienced. So if you're going through something, take that to the chin, bro. Take it to the chin. I mean, yo, you got a couple people you might can confide in, but you can't confide in everybody.